What's going on, guys? My name is Joey Speaks, and this is Everyday People, the podcast, the mini pod. Happy New Year. So today is New Year's Day, and I hope you have some really good plans for your new year. Now, I'm not much of a resolution type guy, like this year I'm gonna this year I'm gonna that. Don't get me wrong, I have definitely said, hey, this year I want to shoot for this year I want to shoot for that. In the year of this, I want to, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What I do want to talk about is people making resolutions and then kind of stopping, dropping, forgetting about them. And so I want to give you an example of what happens at a gym. Okay, so let's just say you go to LA Fitness, 24-hour fitness, whatever the gym is that's by you, and you go sign up and you're ready to go for the new year, right? And so if you ever notice, the salespeople always try to sell you on 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. They try to get you longer term. They give you a little bit better of a price. But the reality is, I don't know if you knew this or not, but the reality is that people sign up on the first, right around the first of the year, right? Do you know when most people stop going to the gym after they sign up on the first? Just take a guess. I'll wait. Okay, I waited long enough. So typically, by the middle of January, the majority of the people who just signed up at the gym are not going to the gym anymore. It's like 2, maybe 3 weeks that people make a resolution, they get that fire under their butt and they're ready to go, and they go and they sign up and they spend the money and they think, oh, I'm committed. And then typically the numbers literally say that the majority of people who sign up on the first of the year typically stop going by the second or third week of January. So we're talking about 14, 21 days. And so I've always kind of looked at resolutions like it's something that's easy to say, oh, well, I didn't do it this year, so I'll do it next year. And I don't like to look at it like that. I like to kind of set more of a goal as opposed to a resolution. I know I'm kind of, playing with words here, a little semantics, whatever, but it's what do you really want to do? Like what are you actually trying to do? And I know I like to use the word reset. Okay. I do like to get a reset, whether it's at the first of the year, whether it's on my birthday, whether it's, starting the summer. Like I have different times and I don't have anything that dictates when I want to get a reset, but just whenever I feel instinctually I need to reset, I reset. Okay. But I do want to talk to some of you guys about if you are, looking at the first of the year as, hey, I'm going to this, I'm going to that. I want to give you a couple of quick little guidelines to kind of think about that are going to help you stay focused. Okay. So, number one, whether you're doing a resolution, whether you're setting whatever it is, come January 1st, you're ready to go and you want to do something. I want you to think about 2 specific things. Okay. If you're looking to get yourself in shape, if you're looking to get yourself healthy, if you're looking to make a change. Okay. And I'm talking about fitness specifically, but I guess this could go for kind of anything that you're really thinking about changing. I want you to think about 2 goals, a short-term goal and a long-term goal. And that's it. Okay. A short-term goal and a long-term goal. What I have definitely noticed as a trainer is that most people get paralysis by analysis. If I give people too many choices, what do I do? No. Think about what you really want to do long-term. Think about what you want to do right now. And let me give you the time frames. So a short-term goal, I like to think of as maybe like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, maybe 10 weeks, about 2 months, a little bit less than 2 months, a little bit more than 2 months. That's a good short-term goal. You know why? I love short-term goals because you can actually see the finish line from the starting line. And that's important for a lot of people. That's important for most people. In your mind, it sucks to have to think to yourself like, oh man, I'm starting today. Am I going to see the results for 6 months, 8 months, 2 years, whatever the case is? That gets to a lot of people's heads. and it's easy for them to kind of lose focus. So I think it's really good to have a good short-term goal. Okay. 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks. I like 7 weeks because 7's my number. That's just me though. So pick a number. Choose a short-term goal. What do you want to do in that time? Do you want to fit into some pants that you couldn't fit into before, or that you used to fit in, but now you can't fit? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to get stronger? Do you want your arms to get bigger? Whatever your goal is, choose one thing. Just focus on that short term, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks. Okay. Second thing, I want you to choose a long-term goal. I'm thinking like 6 months. Okay. Now, long-term goals can be 6 months, a year, year and a half, just depends on the person, depends on what the goal is. But 6 months is a good amount of time to really accomplish almost anything as far as fitness is concerned. Now, you probably can't, increase your bench press 200 pounds in 6 months. I'm sure of that, but that's not realistic though. A realistic goal. So 6 months, you want to, whatever you're thinking about in 6 months, it can be done. There's a great chance it could be done. And so doing a short-term goal is one win along the way to your long-term goal, right? The first step is the most important step. The next most important step is the next step. The next most important step is the next step. When I go over these things before I do the podcast, when I talk to you or I talk to, people in class, like a lot of these things, like most of these things are very simple. Like they're very simplified ways of thinking. And I am about as simple and basic as it gets. Of course, I can be a little more detailed and I can be more specific and I can be more all that stuff. But that's not how I like to keep things simple. Keeping things simple, the basics always work. They always have, they always will. Okay. That does not mean that you do not need to advance, but you cannot advance until you master the basics. I don't even know if I should say master, but until you really get a good grip on the basics. So knock out that first short-term goal. You're going to feel good about yourself. You're going to like what you've done. I like to do things on my own personally. That's my personality. Some people like to be in a group. Some people like to be on their own. I like to do things like the conversation I have with myself is the most important conversation I have with myself. The conversations I have with myself are the most important conversations I have. Don't get me wrong. I need to listen to what you're saying, what he's saying, what she's saying, if I value your opinion, for sure. But man, like the self-talk, it's important. And when I'm doing something right and I'm on it and I'm in the mirror in the bathroom talking to myself about this, I'm in the mirror at my gym talking about that, I'm in the mirror like banging these weights out and I'm seeing myself, I'm seeing my body change, I'm seeing my mind change, I'm seeing all these things like, man, like those are the conversations, man. Like that's where it's at. Okay, so short-term goal, 6, 8, 10 weeks. Long-term goal, 6 months. And I don't want you to take choosing these goals lightly. These are very serious and you got to value your goal. You have to value. If you don't value your goal, it's easy to let it go. And you don't want to do that. Whatever your goal is, it has to be important. I want you to think to yourself, like, let's just say you have your goal and your friends are going out tonight and they say, hey man, hey Joey, we're about to go, do da-da-da-da. You want to go hang out? No, man, I can't. I got to go train. And it's not like oh man, I got to go train, man. No. It's like, no, man, I got to go train. Like it has to be your priority. Like you have to be your priority. Okay. So that's enough of that. Short-term goal, 6 to 10 weeks. Long-term goal, 6 months. And I really want you to think about what it is that you want to do, put the value on it, and be consistent. Get started. Take step 1. Then take the next step, then take the next step, accomplish that first short-term goal, watch how you feel, okay? All right, next. The next thing I want you to do is, I want to talk about this real quick. Working smart and working hard. I can't tell you how much I hate when I hear somebody say, oh, I'm going to work smarter so I don't have to work harder. I think that's the biggest load of crap that there is. There is nothing that I've ever done There's nothing that I've ever done that's worth anything that I didn't work hard for. That does not mean that I don't work smart. But like if you take the working hard part out of it, like you're making a mistake. You're just making a mistake. So don't do that. Okay. I rarely will tell you like it's this way or it's that way. That's not my personality. With this, you got to work hard. If you think you're going to get what you want without working hard, I'm here to tell you that you're making a mistake. You are making a mistake. Okay. Work smart, but you got to work hard. Now, working hard means pushing yourself. You think you can do this? You did that. You feel good about what you did. Now you know you can do more. So do more. Don't just do what you think you can do or what you think you should do. Do what you know you can do. Now, here's the smart part. Don't do something that's going to get yourself hurt. If you know you shouldn't be lifting this much weight and you try it because you're ego lifting, that's not working smart. The more you can be in the gym, the more you can be working out, the more you can be consistent, the better off the results are that you're going to get. That's just reality. If you are one of those to where like you want to always be pushing the issue and like trying to go as hard as you can all the time and you're always getting hurt, Can I be honest with you? Well, I can tell you what I think. What I think about most people like that, I think a lot of times people are looking for an excuse to not be able to be their best because they know they're going to get hurt. So then they say, oh, well, I was going for my PR, or I was going for my this, I was going for my that, and I got hurt, so I couldn't do it. No, that ain't smart. Be smart about it. The longer you can train, the better you can train. The longer you can train, the better the results you're going to get. It's the same thing when you're on your diet. If you stay consistent on your diet, over the long term, it's going to work. It just is. It just is. Be smart. So if you have a bad day of eating and you say, oh, what the hell, I'm just going to just have a bad weekend. And that bad weekend turns into a bad week. You just sabotaged yourself. If you notice all the things I'm talking about today, like they're all very mental. It's the mind stuff. It's the mind stuff. Resolutions, goals, how you're going to approach it. Are you smart? Are you working hard? Like, what are you doing? So I definitely, I was really excited to do this show today because I wanted to talk to you guys about these things. I know I come across a certain way most of the time. In this particular show, I want to make sure that I am getting my point across to you as clearly as I possibly can. I think there's nothing wrong with making resolutions. It's not, I'm not a resolution every year. First of the year, I don't make a resolution. I do reset sometimes. If you're a resolution person, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But if you're going to do it, just be smart. Just be smart. Set a goal. Set a short-term goal. Set a long-term goal. Be smart. Stay focused on what it is you want to do. And everything else that's in your life, I'm not saying to neglect your kids and your wife and your husband. I'm not saying that. But you got to take care of you. Your goals have to be important to you. Okay? All right. I think that's enough of that. What else is there? Yeah. Okay. So that's it for the resolution stuff. So I'm in the so I'm in the bathroom today. And I'm getting ready to take a shower. I'm just doing my thing, you know. And so I bring my phone and I bring my my speaker in the bathroom with me. Do any of you guys still do this? When I was young, especially my sister used to, you know, she had like a little baby boom box, you know, with the handle going across the top. And so she would always bring the radio in the bathroom with her when she was taking a shower. And, you know, the music, you could hear the music all throughout the house. And she'd listen to K-Day or KJLH or whatever. And so I'm in the bathroom today, right? And I would probably say like 80% of the time I bring my speaker in the bathroom with me. And so I bang my music in the bathroom as if I'm a teenager. And I just wondered, do you guys do that still? Do you guys still do that? Take your music in the bathroom and act like you're a teenager and just in there singing, dancing, you know, doing your thing, whatever. Anyway, I do. And so this morning I'm getting ready to get in the shower. And so there's a couple of songs, like when I want to like kind of like go back to the old school, you know, like the couple of songs I start off with, Heartbreaker and Jam on It. So today I put Jam on It on. And so what I do is I go to YouTube, I put on Jam On It. It's like an 8-minute song. It bangs, right? I love that beat. And it's one of my all-time favorites. So I bang that, and then so once it's over, YouTube just kind of plays the same era, same genre of music, and so it's just a bunch of songs from that era. So so I'm in the shower, Jam On It goes off, and Knee Deep comes on. Not just Knee Deep, she was good. Knee Deep comes on, right? The 15-minute version. So like the first 6-7 minutes, I'm in the shower, I'm banging, I'm dancing, and I'm like, damn, oh, this must be the long version. And I'm thinking, okay, like I got 2-3 minutes left. I end up getting out of the shower, and there's like 7 minutes left of this thing. And it's such a conundrum because I love the song, and I love it that it plays so long, so I don't have to keep going to my phone and choosing a new song. But after a while, man, I feel like I'm being held hostage. Like the song just won't let me go because I don't want to change it, but I got to change it because I got to hear something else. Does that happen to you guys? It does to me. Anyway, I just thought that was funny when I was as I'm getting out of the shower, I'm thinking I got to talk about this on the podcast. So I needed to bring that up to you guys. If you listen to your radio, please leave in the comments of do you have like a go-to playlist, or do you have what do you listen to? Who do you listen to? Like, do you listen to slow music in the bathroom? Do you listen to, like hardcore music in the bathroom? Like, what do you do? I just thought that was funny. And it immediately made me think of my sister, because my sister used to play music all the time. Like all the time. So yeah, anyway. What else, guys? What else do I want to talk about? It's when this posts, it will be Monday, January 1st. And I do want you to think about what you want to do. I really do want you to think about what you want to do. If you're my age, 54, if you're my son's age, 26, my daughter's age, 22, if you're a teenager in high school, 15, 16, 17, whatever, I want you to think about what you want to do. I want you to be intentional with whether it's fitness, the next job you're going for, like whatever the case is, man. The things that you think are the things you're going to do. You don't even realize how much you do that. It's very subconscious. You think a lot, and then you start acting on the things that you think about. And if you're not careful, you'll end up where you're going. I know that sounds stupid, but it's not. You will end up where you're going. And if you're not sure where you're going, is that where you really want to be? I don't know. So think about what you want to do. Think about where you want to go. Let's be intentional, not just in 2024, but let's use 2024 as a reset to say, hey, where do I want to, where do I want to go? What do I want to be? There's no reason why you can't do it. There's no reason why you can't be it. I'll be honest with you. Like I'm a real life example. 46 years old. I got laid off from my last job. I decided to be a personal trainer. Got my own gym. 7.5 years later, I'm sitting here in front of you, talking to you. It can happen. If it can happen for me, it can happen for you. So let's be intentional, guys. Regardless of whatever it is, really think about it. Really think about what you want to do. Make a plan. You're going to get frustrated along the way, and that's okay. I do. But just keep going. Just keep going. All right, guys. Oh, right about 17, 18 minutes. I like it. Leave me some comments, guys. Leave me some feedback. Anything you want to see me doing for you guys in 2024, let me know. I'm happy to make videos for you. I'm happy to make demonstration videos for you. Whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great 2024. I hope that whatever you are closing up in 2023 is closed and we start anew. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next show.